If you are someone who has been working on going deep inside of yourself to try to transform your being at a core level, this video is for you. And if not, stay tuned for the next 10 minutes or so, because you may just learn something new today that may totally transform your life. I wanted to make this video today because I felt it was very important that you know that you are something really incredible, friend. Really, deep down inside of you at a core level, you are truly a divine spiritual being. Not too many people talk about this kind of stuff, but in this video, I'm going to explain this concept and show you how to remember that you are truly spiritually free. So I'm out here in nature, connecting to Mother Gaia. I got my shoes off, grounding to earth. This is something I do when I'm feeling a little distraught about life. You know, from time to time that happens along our spiritual journey. You know, everything is not going to go perfectly along your journey, and you're not always going to feel at your best. You may feel frustrated at times and wonder what the hell you are doing here in this reality. I know I do often. That is why it's a very important thing for you to try to remember that you are truly walking in spiritual freedom here on planet Earth, in this reality called life. I'm also doing some Tai Chi with my shoes off. So when I sat down to write this script for this week's video right on the day after 4th of July, I just had a few ideas of what I was going to make this video on. So I went online to my social media to look for some inspiration. When I logged onto Facebook, I noticed that I had a notification from my friend Jason Michael Powers that said he had shared a video on the new 444 High Vibe Tribes group. It was a video that he made a couple years ago on the 4th of July. I remember watching it a couple years ago, and I felt that it would be fitting to include in this video. Jason has given me permission to share it, so I want to play parts of it for you now.
You know, here in the United States, back in 1776, we celebrate our independence from an oppressive paradigm. And I would not lie, I would be lying to you if I didn't feel like here, in a lot of ways, we have an oppressive paradigm. And my prayer, as I read this, is that you hear this. And this is a prayer to the world servers, for those of you out there who are doing the deep inner work in your own heart, clearing all the karmic debris for your own being and for generations before you and for generations before you, after and before. So I pray that as you watch this now, because there's only a few of you here now, but this is to all my brothers and sisters engaged in bringing the earth and her people into the remembrance of their divine heritage. Let thine eye be single, lest thy world fall from grace. Let thy heart beat with purity, love's eternal self in thy embrace. Become a conscious living flame, birthing the Christ for whom thou came. Living the truth with every thought, word, and deed, saying, I am that I am, a vessel for thee. For you, beloved, are the light of the world, whom God has sent for freedom's flag to unfurl. Remember, remember from the heart of the sun the vows that you made for this victory to be won. To live in the peace and the joy of the sun, in the purity and the harmony and the law of the one. Thy life stream to pledge its allegiance strong, the goal of ascension to be its song. To bring this earth and all its inhabitants and all its beings, seen and unseen, into its sweet golden age. The sacred rays of God we now engage. Into our bodies we anchor these fires, transmuting all unnecessary desires, until at last we stand, wholly ascended and free. That is my prayer for the earth and her people, my ongoing pledge of allegiance to thee. To thee, O God, within all life, and to thee, the beloved ascended masters and cosmic beings who are serving us so magnificently in bringing us ever closer to living the laws of love and life as they exist in the realms of the illumined truth and permanent spiritual freedom. Go back and listen to this prayer and repeat it for yourself. Spiritual freedom. Not just physical freedom. My prayer is for spiritual freedom for all of you, for all of myself, for we are one. On this day of liberation, when you watch the fireworks explode, may you feel spiritual freedom. And for those out there that are feeling the oppressed, the oppression of your world, your universe, wherever you are, know that within your very being lies the pathway to freedom. We no longer need to walk with the chains and the bindings of our past. We can walk as sovereign beings when we claim our spiritual power. Today is a day, an opportunity, as every day. But as these specialized days in the holographic field, we get to look at and examine freedom. It's spiritual freedom. To be at ease in your being. To be able to love without guarding your heart. To be loved, to feel loved, to receive love. Can you receive love today? Can you be free to receive love? Can you be free to give more love? Are you free to let the light of your being, your individualized expression, shine its radiance as the sun that you are? You are starlight, you are God essence. Miracles abound when we come home. Grace abounds when we come home. On this planet, this beautiful blue jewel that we're spinning 1,000 miles per hour in this universe that is mostly made up of dark energy, dark matter. We are very magnificent beings here. Let's remember spiritual freedom. Once again, that's what this day is about from my heart, and I share this with you. May it ring the songs, may it ring the notes of your own soul that you know to be true. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all that you do right where you are. We are all fractals of light, emanating, expanding as the God presence we are, reclaiming the fractals of our being into one. Happy Liberation Day. And imagine in your mind's eye, what does that mean to walk in freedom, in spiritual freedom? To be able to laugh, to be able to love, to be able to hug, to be able to see, to listen, to really listen, to hear that still small God presence voice within you. Be free to hear that guides you, that nurtures you, that leads you. Freedom. That's what this day means for me. Freedom to love my beloved, to love my son, to love my community, to be free to speak the voice within. The only reason I share this now is because this is a day of freedom, and I wish my whole life is for, even my gene key is a teacher of liberation. And for myself to be liberated, first and foremost. To be liberated from the bondage and binds of old structures and old thoughts and old ways of thinking and being. Liberated from seeing the other to seeing an other. Liberated so that I may be at ease in my own being. Liberated from the chains and the pains of the mistakes of the past. We are not our past choices. We are free in this now to choose again, and to choose again, and to choose again. Happy Liberation Day.
I have put a link to Jason's website in the description of this video. Please support Jason and his wife Heather Powers' organization, The Powers of Love. They have some really awesome stuff on their site, thepowersoflove.com. In addition, I have included a link to the new 444 High Vibe Tribes Facebook group for this channel in the description as well. If you want to post some inspiring stuff and connect with others connected to this tribe, feel free to join this group. So before I began to continue writing this script at 4 a.m. on July 6, I sat down at my computer and read one of my daily devotionals from thedailyword.com that goes like this. Harmony. Today I do my part to create harmony and peace. Today I do my part to bring peace and harmony to my corner of the world. People around me may be angry and argumentative, but I remain centered in the deep peace of my soul, which helps me see God in others too. When I view the world from my higher nature, I am not swayed by outer appearances or individuals. The harmony I radiate is contagious. Those I come in contact with might suddenly feel lighter and happier. It makes me smile to know I'm touching other lives with peace. It's not enough to pray for harmony. I must strive to be harmony. The time to change the world starts now with me. So after reading my daily devotional, I sat down to meditate, and I put on a meditation track that I made and that is in a meditation playlist on this channel. I have meditated to so many times before. The thing is, it has never moved me as it did this particular time. About 30 minutes into it, I began focusing on my heart center, and I suddenly began to feel a wave of blissed out joy spread throughout my entire being. It began building up at my heart center, and I felt it down to the core level of my soul. It only lasted for about 15 minutes, but it was amazing. I have never felt so liberated and free before. So if you want to try to experience this, I will put a link in the description for you. Now to conclude this video, I just want to emphasize on what Jason mentioned in his video and in the prayer he read, that as you walk along your spiritual journey, it is important to remember that you are spiritually free to feel love in your heart and to become a completely free, conscious living flame. And it's also important for you to remember that within your very being lies the pathway to your freedom. And I say remember because deep down inside all of us, we know the truth. Some of us may just have forgotten. And some of us may have forgotten that we humans can walk across this planet called Earth in the present moment with love in our hearts as free spiritual beings and true spiritual freedom. We can do this when we take the time to remember who we truly are. A divine being. Remember who you truly are. Remember that you are a divine being. If you resonated with this video, please give this video a like and subscribe to the channels in the top right corner for more inspiring videos. Also hit the bell icon for notifications of when we upload new videos. May vibrations of peace be with you as you go on your journey, friend.